Divine mercy be with us all, be with us all, divine mercy. So, the children of God, today we'll be talking about the wrestling against spirit, not we fighting against flesh and blood, most especially the anointed ones. Now, most of us, we do make this mistake. For those of us that have calling, we do make this mistake. We always wrestle against flesh and blood, which is not supposed to be. Most times, we want to prove that we are powerful. We want to prove that we are God's chosen. We want to do all sort of things to prove a point to people that we are Lord's chosen, which is not supposed to be. God has told us, Jesus Christ has told us that we are not meant to fight against blood and flesh, but we are meant to fight against principalities of the world, the spirit of the world, the rulers of darkness. That is what we're meant to fight against. But most of us, we are misusing the opportunity to fight against flesh and blood, which is not supposed to be. If anyone offend you, do not take it seriously, because that person might not be the one fighting against you, but what is inside the person, the spirit of darkness that is inside the person, might be the one fighting against you. Now, this is what Apostle Paul told us in the book of Ephesians 6, verse 10. He said, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his mighty." Now, let us move to verse 11. He says, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devils." Now, let us look at verse 12. Let us look at verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." That is what Apostle Paul was trying to tell us here, according to what Jesus Christ revealed to him, that we are not meant to wrestle against blood and flesh, that we are not meant to wrestle against blood and flesh, but we were meant to wrestle against principalities of the world, the rulers of darkness of the world. We were meant to wrestle against spirits. So most times, people can say things to you. You as an anointed, you as a spiritual person, don't just look at the person that, okay, this is the person speaking. You have to look through that person and be like, this is not the person speaking. There must be something speaking through this person. Because most times, the ruler of darkness, they take over some flesh, and they just allow them to do some things. You looking at it with a spiritual eye, with a physical eye, you might think that the person is saying the thing out of anger, but don't know that there's something speaking through that person. So we have to take note of this. We have to take note of it, that most times the devil will try to provoke us. The devil will try to, bring out the anger in us. But do not listen to that, because that person that the devil is using might not be the one speaking. Something is definitely speaking through that person. So that is what God is trying to tell us, that we are not meant to wrestle against blood and flesh, but we were meant to wrestle against spirit. Now, look at Ephesians 6, verse 16. It says, "Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked." That is to say, if you put on the armor of faith, once a temptation comes to your way, or once you have been attacked, your spirit will know that this is not from the flesh, but this is from the spirit. This is from the ruler of the darkness of the world. You will know immediately. So this is what God is trying to tell us today. This is the message for today. Please share this video, like and comment. You are blessed in the mighty name of Jesus. God will continue to bless you and your family in the mighty name of Jesus. You are blessed.